Hey everyone, welcome back for another review. So, yeah, let's get underway with this. This week I thought I'd review a classic, an album which it may not have been commercially over the top. People might not have known it straight away, but when you listen to it, you can tell it's something that'll stand, some time. It'll be there. You'll listen to it and it's almost timeless. So it's Motley Crue's Too Fast for Love. Okay. If any of you know about Motley Crue, you'll know what kind of music they do, and you'll know this is a bit different. Um, if you don't, well, you're about to hear about the first album. So anyway, let's get underway with this. So this was their first album, produced in 1981. The CD here is an electro release. They actually had 3 different releases of this, each with different track listings, and originally was actually given away free at their shows. They used to throw them off the stage. So yeah, this album really marks the beginning of 1980s glam metal in a way, but it's odd. It's more like this album is more in the vein of the New York Dolls, Hanoi Rocks. They were glam punk bands, bands that fused 70s, punk and glam rock, and they fused it together. And that was what was around late 70s, early 80s, and then these guys took it and made it more out there, more like the original, sleaze album, and it's just great. It's come out really well. I mean, they have songs on here, simple, punchy, effective. I mean, Live Wire, Come On Dance, Public Enemy, simple. The guitar is raw and edgy. Vince Neil's vocals when he first started, high pitched and, sound like he came off a 1970s punk record. Nicky Sixx's bass playing was just nuts. It was just him bashing on the bass, but it's pretty good. And Tommy Lee was, hitting those drums hard. And like, Nicky Sixx wrote most of the songs on here, if not all, if I'm right. And he did a really good job. He made some classics on here. And it even has the kind of classic 80s formula, which was, lots of fast, rock songs, get your blood pumping and all that. And then they'd have some ballads on there. And then, there's a song like, Too Fast for Love, which starts off slow and goes really fast. On with the show. Let's see, let me think. On the CD version, if you get the Motley Records version, there's Toast, Stick to Your Guns, that's a good song. But they managed to keep that punk edge, and it really shows. You listen to this album, and there's not many albums like it. Yeah, it's like it's a one-of-a-kind album. Really, if you want to listen to something unique, something different, something you've probably never heard before, I'd recommend giving that a go. It's different, if you only listen to it once and you don't like it, all you've done is just prove you've listened to it and you prove you don't like it, but you've given yourself that chance. You haven't wasted that time. You've listened to something unique. Yeah, and that really is what started their career. Personally, I'd rate this album. I give it 3.5 out of 5. The reason I do that is while I like it a lot, while it is a classic, and while there are some great tracks on it, there also aren't that. There's some ones that kind of might annoy you. I mean, like, I'll be honest. Toast of Town, not my favorite. Take Me to the Top's not my favorite. Piece of Your Action's not my favorite. It's kind of an album where you listen to it and you'll find the songs you like. It's not like a band released a single and it's so good, like everyone likes a new single. You'll find songs you like and songs you don't. But overall, it's a good album. I'd recommend it to anyone who wants something different. And it's a great piece of history to add to your music collection if you're really into it. So guys, that was my review today. Sorry if it was short. I'll probably do a longer one next week. And yeah, I'll probably be just picking another random album, whatever I look and have a listen to at the time. Alright guys, so take care. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions for any albums, feel free to, drop comment on these videos. Just put a comment on these videos if you want. Eventually I'll have other ways you can do it, but yeah. Just leave what album you'd like me to review, and I'll have a look. And if there's a general album people like, I'll do it. Alright, so yeah, that's about all, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you next week.